Legends of Kingdom Rush. I think I have the volume set. I'm going to start a new game. We're just going to do some casual play. I'm enjoying this game. Again, just as a, I don't know. Jeff loves games, likes to play games. It doesn't have to be hard. We can move on to the normal difficulty at some point in time. But anyway, this is how this game starts. You have characters that were from the Kingdom Rush tower defense game, and it's kind of bringing it more into a role-playing game. And so I'll just let you read through this if you wish, and then we will jump forward into the game, how to play. The first section is kind of a tutorial in a way, and you get some interactions. You can skip a lot of these interactions ahead of time or beforehand, or it just basically jumps you right into this attack opportunity as I drink some water. And basically every character has a certain amount of distance they can move. Sometimes that will affect what activities they can still do. So if they use up their movement, sometimes it gets rid of some of their special abilities, and you have to use some of their special abilities before you move any if you want to have access to them. But anyway, we're just jump through this. You guys can see how this starts. I'm just going to end my turn here since I can't attack them. I'm not close enough. And you can do a few things, because this character up here, you can oh, they're telling me what to do. So I'll get into more of this in a bit. And I'm going to click on him to attack. I only have one ability right now. So basically it's going to hit shields first, back and forth. And you can see up there at the top. And I'll talk you through some of this stuff versus have you read it all, but you can pause it if you wish. Anyway, I took his shields out the first time. He took out some of my shields. I regained some shields back because this guy has some abilities. If you right-click on any character up here, it will give you your basic information. So your health, how many hearts you have before you die, the amount of base damage you do, the shields base damage or shields that you currently have, actually. How far you can move, or how far you can see. Actually, what is this? Your range for your skills. So you can have influence over different distances, and he has some skills that will come into play later that will use this. And then your movement. He can only move 2 spots, 2 hexes at any point in time. He does have some special abilities that he always has, is that he has this aura of soul. Basically, any of your other characters in the party, if they're within 1 hex of him, they will gain this advantage of having -1 in damage reduction. There you go. And then he also can gain some extra armor if he does not move. If he doesn't use any of his skills. So he can use skills, but then not move, and he's not going to get this extra armor. And then his base skill that he has is his swing, which is 3 to 5 damage. And that's melee, so you have to be right next to the people to do it, or the critters, the creatures, the evil beings that we need to wipe out of this amazing world. And then there's an epic opportunity, which he will restore some hit points if the target is weakened. And that weakened there's a lot going on there with weakened, meaning they could be poisoned. If the enemy, the target is bleeding, there's a few other different things that make them to be considered weakened. Anyway, let's just jump ahead, kick this guy's butt. Bye-bye. And moving on. Get out of this prison so we can go have some fun. Victory! And so my plan is to just kind of run through the game here, start building up, and just do a bunch of episodes. I don't know, 30 minutes an episode, maybe 1 campaign per episode. I don't know. We'll keep them short, probably. So I might do a few different videos in one take here and then split them up. We will see. But each time after you do some type of a campaign or a battle, or you answer a question or do a little quest, you can oftentimes get some money, you get some experience, and then sometimes you might get some equipment. In this case, this is a food that basically every time you move from a node to a node to a node, it's going to heal everybody in your party once for 1 health. And so that's just kind of a nice little thing. So you can backpack over here. You can have 6 items in it, and you cannot have more than 6. So that does come into play. And so here I am down here. You can kind of move around the map if there's any place to go, and there's really not. This is the full size of this map. And just like in Kingdom Rush, the tower defense game, sometimes you can find things to click on. And you just kind of have fun going around clicking on stuff. And sometimes you can have something happen. I don't know. Maybe you can kill some chickens. No. Wake somebody up. At this point, this is kind of boring. On some of the maps, though, they have all these little things you can kind of figure out. But at this point, I'm not finding anything. There might be something on here. I just haven't found it yet. Oh, so you see the box moving? There you go. Usually that means I can click on it. Nope. Anyway, moving on. I broke out. Now we're moving to the next spot. Watch what happens. I don't know if it will use it if I don't need it. It won't. So if I needed to heal, it would give me that automatic healing. And you're going to have dice challenges. So this is nice. It's kind of walking me through. If you have these little flags, like this one's a red enemy. This was the green dice flag. So it's basically showing you whether it's going to be a battle or if it's going to potentially just be a quest of some sort. Or a die challenge, as they call it. And so all we have to do is roll our dice, and as long as we get 1 star out of whatever amount of dice we roll, we win that. And so here we go. I got to force the bars open. If I had a crowbar, I could automatically win and use it. If I had a key, I could use that and automatically win this quest. But I have to try to force it. So we're going to roll the die, get stars. So it happens. I have victory. I struggled, I squeezed through, I got the friend out, and I also got a crowbar. Nice. Now we're going to pry it open. And so they're just kind of having you win this so you can get a feel. So now I've used a crowbar and I'm getting 250 experience. And you will see I've now added this ranger, and he's got some great abilities. He's actually a fantastic character, especially early game. He's got 4 movement. Or excuse me, 4 range for his archer. He can move 2, so basically he can move 2 and then shoot something from 4 away. So he's got a range of 6, which is fantastic. Not a lot of health to start with, and he's also has a poison arrow, which will poison a target for 3 rounds. So you basically can do up to 7 damage. And then sometimes if it's epic, again that has to do with the if it's a weakened opponent, that means they can't move for a turn as well. And then his basic shot is just a 3 to 5 damage, and you could get, again, an epic if this is an immobilized target. So if he's got the inability to move, it's going to do 5 to 7 damage. So it's another great character. So I will recruit him, put him over on this side, and confirm it. Now we've got 2 guys. So we're going to run to our next battle. And we'll see sometimes you get stopped in the middle. There's, you kind of like in D&D, you get this roll that something else may happen between your nodes, and so you'll see that happen too. So this video will primarily just be escaping out of here, and then we'll see what the time is on that and go from there. End of the road. Oh no, what are we going to do? Okay, I got it. I'll jump forward. Here comes the battle. So we have ranged attacks, which we'll jump into this. You can click on the characters. I'll show you all that. So up here, basically, this is the order in which everything's going to happen. So right now, we're at the Ranger. So he's got his abilities that he can use. Next up, we will have this dude will have an option to shoot us. And then it'll be Geralt's turn. And then we're going to go to this guy and then this guy. And again, you can see these guys can do 2 damage. They have 2 health. That's it. And what's nice is you see this TNT here? I can shoot this TNT. Watch this. Do I want to do that? I think so. Boom! 6 damage, just like that. Now, I could have waited if this guy moved up 1 and all that. Yes, very much so. Could have done that. So now Geralt's going to get hit, but he's got 5 armor. So we'll just see what happens here. I'm going to move him to here. Actually, this guy's got another special ability I forgot about. He can actually move after attacking. And so I will move him up 1. Because they're going to focus on Geralt because he's the main character. And then I will just end the turn right there. Yep, Shield of Retribution. Now he's going to get us another special ability. Watch this.
Smite the unholy.
So, the Shield of Retribution, they just gave this to him. He normally would have this. So it's going to negate 100% of his next damage received. And it's going to reflect back at the attacker if there is one. There you go. So I'm going to turn that on for him since he's going to get shot. So he's going to kill himself. Ah, too bad. Now his armor will take the rest of it. One armor shot, so no damage. And now I'll just use an basic arrow and take him out. Moving on. So that's the basics. So follow the path of who's coming up next. You can right-click on them to see their basic abilities and how far they can move, because that does come into play. Because you don't want to move your character in a position that he can get hit the next round, typically. Unless he has that shield of retribution or something like that. So again, got some coins, got some experience. I think we're going to move up in our experience. So they want us to jump him up. Oh, let's see. I like this guy, actually. He has this special ability here. He can summon an ally. Okay? And then he can move up, again, 2-star. So if I promote, he's going to go from 1 star to 2 stars. And he gets a new ability. And this gives him basically a burning attack. 4 damage, burning for 2 rounds. If he's immobilized, it's going to do more damage to him. And then he will also gain some more health, just like in D&D or any role-playing game. Typically, when you move up, you promote to the next level, you're going to get some more health. You might get some more armor. You might get more damage per attack. But right now, I'm going to actually promote him because this is great, because you get a 3rd character in your party temporarily. And you'll see what that's all about. So, we'll promote. Click on there. His health went up, his damage went up. And I didn't click on this. So he can move after performing simple actions, which you saw, and then he also can gain extra damage if he doesn't use any skills that turn. So if I just pause and wait, he's going to be going up to 7 damage for his next round. So that's good to know. And then he's happy. This gives bonuses. So he got this glorious die. And so that can help getting more favorable rolls and things like that. So let's move forward. I still want to click on this, but it won't let me do it. So here we go. Basically, we can sneak between the crates, or we can knock the crates over. This will give 2 die. That glorious die we got. Remember that? So I'm going to go with the 2 die. Because I want to, we can attack if we want to. So I won. We got 1 star. That's all you need to win. So we pushed pile over. They fell over. We got a blockade. We got away. Yay! Running. So here we go. Now we got a battle coming. Oh, yes, we found a friend, the Arcane Wizard. Oh, yes. So he has magic missiles. He's got a basic attack for 4 damage. He has a special for cooldown. And you see the cooldowner happen. So again, each different ability takes a certain amount of, I don't know what you want to call it, energy or rest to be able to continue doing. So this will basically remove that and allow it to refresh immediately, possibly. And then he also can, if he doesn't use any skills, cooldown's reduced by 1. And we're taking a look at that here in just a second. Choice. Okay, he will come in very handy. I sure hope the audio is low enough, because I can barely hear it, but I know it really amplifies. Can't run. No, more armored guards. So here's where you might want to be careful. You got your archers back here that are going to be coming into play. You got, these guys you can ignore them. They're just scared. And here we go. Okay, so you see this aura flashing around. These guys right now, they're protected. So if they get hit, their damage is going to be reduced by 1. And so here we go. So magic missile, again, I've got 2 of them. It could do up to 4 damage total. It could just be 2 damage. And so that's not very helpful. So this is a guaranteed 4 damage. And if I get an epic, if he was weakened, he would get knocked back as well. But that's not the case. So right now I can see they have 4 armor, 2 health. What's nice about this damage, it goes straight to the health, if I remember correctly. So this guy should be dead. So magic attacks skip the armor. That's very important to know. Now, he can move, if I go up here and right click, he can move 2 units. So next time he's going to come up to here or here. And then he will attack Geralt. I am quite sure of it. Now, I could poison him. if I do this here, it's going to do 5 damage. So that's going to basically take away 4 of his armor, because he has 4 armor, and he's going to get hit by 1 health damage, and then he'll be poisoned. So next round, he will actually die just from poison. But he will still get to attack first, if I remember correctly. So now I can bring this guy in. Let's just do that for fun. We will summon the Verdant Defender. We will put him over here. He will die, because this guy's got a pretty good attack, if I remember correctly. He can do 3 damage. I think he's only got 3 health. Yes. But he will attack. Do 4. So he's got rid of the armor. So now, basically, he won't die. I'll bring Geralt up. Smack him down. Bam! He's dead. These guys are going to move up, and they should be in range to hit me, to knock my armor off. And he's going to do 1 damage to me. And then we will move on up. See how this works. He won't be quite close enough, I don't think, to hit anybody. So we'll wait. He has fantastic range, but I don't... It will just be in range of this guy, I think. No. And so he will rest, and he will get... He's going to have a positive, that +2 damage next time. Now, he's got a crazy range. Did you see that? 4. So he's going to come up here, continue to do some damage. Bye. Because he's only got 2 health. Now, I will come up here, put on my armor. Just remember, this reflects, so he's going to hit me and kill himself. Nope, didn't have enough damage. And now I can just move up. And we'll show what the magic missile does. Moving on. Victory. Now you get to see what happens with the whole food when you move to the next node. Now it heals. Now I prefer to not lose any health, but you know, I'm not too worried about that. So 2 things can happen right now. So don't forget to promote. They're kind of reminding us of this. And that might be a good thing to do. And then he has some special abilities. He can freeze, you know, an icy lance, and freezes people in place. So it's okay. It's usable. So I could either promote, and when you promote, it's actually going to heal him up all the way. If I don't promote, it's going to use this to heal him up all the way, because this is going to restore 1 hit point for the whole party every time they walk to a new node. And it's passive. What I think I'm going to do is upgrade him. The only option is to go for this Burning Blade. I going to jump up. Damage. Did he move up 1 in armor? I think he did. He definitely moved up 2 in health. And we'll just keep him out of harm's way. But you can see this is not a fight. But sometimes you get caught in the middle here, and it's not happening. Okay, so we can trade. So this is where we can use our money. And these are kind of randomized as what you can get here. A tent is pretty nice. It restores 3 hit points for the entire party. It's up to. So you could have a bad night's rest in the tent, and actually it only restores 1 or 2 hit points, and it could make people have bad die rolls. But you could get also the opposite of that. The bandage, it heals a crippling wound. So a crippling wound is if you die during combat, you don't actually die forever. You come back to life at the end of combat, but you end up losing 1 of your health ticks. And so over here, you're green, you're going to get a red at the end. So that's it basically knocks your maximum health down by 1. And so this would heal 1 of those. So if you got a red tick, so maybe this guy dies, he's only going to have 2 health max, and that's not good. So you want to use a bandage. There's another way to heal that as well. And then a standard healing potion will heal 3, but it will not heal that crippling wound. So you want to keep that in mind. And so in case somebody dies, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this just for fun. And I might as well pick up one of these because I can afford it. There you go. Moving on. This is a pretty big battle. Let's see what happens. Come on, we can do it. Take these guys. Get out of here. We need to go out into the forest and kill some orcs. Ooh, okay. I already tell you right now, we got some fireworks. If I blow this up, whoever's standing in the 1 hex around it will be stunned. I don't know if it does damage to them. I can't remember. Here we go. Let's jump to the battle. Okay.
Knowledge is power.
What do we want to do? Well, once again, he's only going to have 2 health, so this guy can take him out. And so I will keep him back here safe. Bye-bye.
Give me a target.
Now, I can actually... Let's just have some fun. I will shoot this. Oh, wait. These guys are going to both move up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to kill this guy. His arrow does not do direct damage. So once again, I think I don't want to put this guy out yet. I want these guys to move up and maybe see if I can stun him. So let's poison this guy. And we got him. So sometimes I must have miscalculated that one. You tell me. And then we're just stay in place. There we go. Yeah. They only move. Okay. That's okay. So what we're going to do now, I will move up. I'm going to put on my shield so whoever tries to kill me will get hurt themselves. I'm going to move this guy up. And he still has both of his abilities. Sometimes, once you get to the third and fourth ability, those will disappear if you move, usually. So let's see what this does. Bye-bye.
Watch this.
Decided to not use the... let's see. If I bring him in here, this should be interesting. And we're bringing him in, run him up to here, damage him, kill him. And this guy should now attack me since I'm the primary. Sometimes we go after him. They were the same distance, so that's why. And now I can just run on down here since he hurt himself. Didn't kill himself, but he hurt himself. We're done. We're out of here, baby. Moving on. So we get out. It's all good. Let you see this. Arcane Wizard. The Archer. We need to help them. Will we do it? Yes. Now we're getting into the roll game. So that was basically just a tutorial. You did get to make a lot of choices yourself. Basically we had 4 combats. We had 3 of them that were flawless. And then we're going to start getting our achievements. I could have gone through all those stats down there at the bottom. But, anyway, so we're going to open up as we do more achievements. We get more characters, more opportunities. This is where we started. We can jump into here, look at our achievements. This is great. Some of these are fun. Some of these are basically based on what you do. Some of them based on what you find. For instance, we go in here, we select our party. The only thing we can select right now are these 3 characters because that's all we have. But we can bump up. That's what we're going to do in this journey. Because I've played quite a bit of this. I think I have everybody unlocked now. So I've played with everybody, got a good feel for the parties and what we can do. And then if we jump in here, it lets us basically, shows us this is our party. We're in casual. Let's go ahead and just start this, and then I'm going to end the video here. Yeah, level ups. Each turn you have to level up. You start back at 1 star. That's another thing to keep in mind. So you're not going to just jump back into this and do this a second time powered up. So you have to keep powering up each time. So that's important to know. But as this occurs, as you keep raising your bar up and you level up here as a character itself, it opens up more options for when you do power up to like 2 stars or 3 stars. It'll give you more choices as to what ability do you want to have. But I wanted to just load this up really quick. This is, you can pause this if you want to read about the orcs and these evil people. And we're going to begin this adventure. The grasslands have been invaded. Crumb's throne. Take them out. So let's see. What do we have going on here? We have sheep that we can explode. Because that's just the things we love to do in Kingdom Rush. You will have a few special things that will pop up. If you can find them. Well, I didn't see a lot of them show up. There's a well that will show up here. There's an alien spacecraft, and there's 3 little piggy houses that will show up here. At this point, it looks like, oh yes, nope, no flying sheep, but we can explode the pigs. It's so much fun. I'm so evil. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I did that. Anyway, much like the last quest, you can jump your way around. You tend to get more experience if you do more battles, so you might want to look at that. But spiders are pretty nasty. But looks like no matter what we do, we have to go through spiders. The dogs are pretty nasty, but we're jumping into that, especially with lower level characters. Going this route would probably be death, because we're going to get stopped by these dark knights, which are pretty tough if we have to fight them. Then this is a bigger creature, indicating it's a bigger, tougher battle. So bam, bam, bam. With this party, might not be good. Maybe we'll try it, and I can show you what it's like to die. But anyway, to get out of this, just hit your gears up here. And what I like to do, I just like to go back to the Atlas. So basically you can exit directly to the desktop. And I've done that a couple times. It didn't save my work. I don't know why. So I like to go back to the Atlas. It's obviously, it's saving, it's loading. And then from here is where I like to exit. So guys, I'm going to leave it here, and then we'll come back into the next video and have some fun. Start this adventure. Take care, guys. This has been Jeff Love Games. We'll talk at you later. Take care. God bless. Bye.